Well, good morning and welcome back to Saturday Morning Glory with Lady G. Well, y'all, before we get into what we're getting into, let me tell you what I am drinking. This morning, I tried a new recipe, and I got this recipe out of a cookbook that I purchased from Dr. Brenda Bradley. She has become one of my closest and dearest friends. And this is the cookbook, y'all. It's called Kale Yeah. It's Good. No Meat Necessary by Dr. Brenda Bradley. I hope y'all can see this. And in this recipe, I am having the apple smoothie. And the apple smoothie is, I'm going to tell you the ingredients. It's 1 medium apple, 1 small banana, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, which is optional. If you're allergic to peanut butter or you don't like the taste, it's optional. A half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, a half a cup of almond milk. I use walnut milk. And 1/2 cup of ice, 1/2 to a cup of ice. That is called the apple smoothie in Kale Yeah. It's good. No meat necessary. All right, y'all. So you can get it on Amazon, and then you can go to, she's on Facebook, Dr. Brenda Bradley, and you can order it off her from her Facebook page or contact her and she'll tell you. But I just want to let y'all know I'll be cooking stuff out of her book. I got another one too, but I'll tell y'all about that later when I cook something. So let's taste it and see how it tastes. Let's give it a taste test. I like it. It's good. You can taste the peanut butter. So if you're not really a peanut butter person, you might want to use a half a tablespoon or none at all. Y'all, look at this big, gigantic strawberry. Y'all, I'm trying to be fancy. I am. That is good. All right, y'all. I want to ask a question before we get started. Have y'all been sleeping okay? Have y'all been getting y'all proper night's rest? Now, y'all know it's important for us to get our rest so we can get up and defeat the challenges that we have throughout the day. Okay? All right. Now, listen. I just came into the garden on Saturday morning, glory, to encourage us. And I want to ask you a question. Or not really a question, but I really want to make a statement. A recommendation. Can I make a recommendation, y'all? Okay. My recommendation is do not go back to Egypt for help. Yeah, I said it. Don't go back to Egypt for help. We are in January the 22nd. We're almost out of January. If the Lord delay his coming and spare our lives, we'll be out of January quick. However, when we left December of 21 and we marched on into 22, some of us decided and we made up in our mind that we were going to leave stupid people alone, crazy folks alone, selfish folks alone, people that are self-centered alone, and we were going to go on into 22 and drop some baggage. But it's a challenge sometimes. When you drop people in 21 and when you delete them out of your phone and you said you wasn't going to have anything to do with them, they have a tendency to keep popping up. They don't just go away because we want them to go away, right? But I believe it's time for us to make up our mind that we're not going to go back to Egypt for help. You know that relationship that you said you was done with and you wasn't going to get caught up in that situation no more, but before you know it, you dialing the phone or you texting or you calling and you be like, man, I said I wasn't gonna call him. Man, I said I wasn't gonna call her. Don't go back to Egypt for help. If people hurt you, if people mistreated you, if people lied on you, if people did you wrong, forgive them, but leave them in 21. And don't go back to Egypt trying to find them. What is Egypt, Lady G? Honey, Egypt is those people that were mean, they are narcissistic, they're self-centered, they don't care nothing about you, they'll lie on you, they will talk about you, and then they try to pretend they're your friend. Well, you found about. God exposed them. So don't go back to Egypt. And people have a tendency to try to bring Egypt. Egypt delivers, honey. People will come to your doorstep with all kind of drama. But in 2022, I want to encourage us on today. Do not go back to Egypt for help. Do not allow Egypt to give you no drive-bys. Do not allow Egypt to give you any deliveries because Egypt has a Grubhub. They will bring all their trash to your door and ring your doorbell and leave. And some of them will expect a tip for coming in and disrupting your day. So I want to encourage us on today. Stop allowing people to destroy your peace. Stop allowing people to disrupt your peace. No matter what it takes for you to get your freedom, to get your peace, and I mean legally. I don't mean doing nothing bad. But I'm saying if it costs for you to start deleting phone numbers. And I would encourage, I don't delete phone numbers of people that I really don't want to talk to. I just learned, I heard it from somebody. I can't remember who I heard it from, but I just do not answer. Because if I delete the number and they call, I don't remember the number, what's going to happen? You're going to answer the phone. Then you're going to get caught up in Egypt again. Egypt means to me is a place that you really don't want to be. Egypt is a place of unrest. Egypt is a place where there's no peace. Egypt is a place where there's no real love. Egypt is a place where there's no concern. So stop going back to Egypt. If he dumped you and he ghosted you, why are you still calling him? Don't stalk his Facebook page. Block him off of your page. Because the best way to get your best revenge is to live your best life, honey, and stop worrying about them. So I just came into the garden to encourage us on today. Don't go back to Egypt for help. Don't go back to those folks that hurt you, mistreat you, abuse you, lied on you, traumatize you. Why are you going to them trying, hey girl, I just called to see what you was up to, what y'all doing. Y'all gonna be hanging out? No, you don't need to hang out with them. God will send new people in your life that care about you and that love you. He will send people in your life that's for your good and not for your bad. But you have to make up in your mind that in 2022, I know what I'm going to do. I'm not going back to Egypt for help. I'm not going back to the people that hurt me. I'm not going back to the people that lied on me and talked about me, scandalized my name, and drugged me in the YouTube streets, drugged me on the Facebook streets. I forgive them, but I'm not going back to Egypt. Who's with me? I just need somebody to type in the comments, I'm not going back to Egypt for help. No matter how quiet it gets in the house, no matter how lonely you may think you feel, no matter how you desire to have people around you, because I believe that God will send people into your life that care about you, that's concerned about you, that loves you. I'm going to tell you something, y'all. I am so many miles, and I'm getting ready to shut this down, but I am so many miles. I am thousands and thousands of miles away from my hometown. And I got food poisoning, y'all. Yes, I did. I messed around and got some food poisoning. And although I was nowhere near any of my blood relatives, let me tell you something. God had people that love me and care for me. Not only were they calling and checking on me, but they were dropping off care packages and gift and care bags and food and juice and medication, and they just ring the doorbell, wave and leave. Because you know what? God is just that kind of God. None of my family was around. None of my relatives was around, but God had family around that care for me. So I want to encourage you, do not go back to Egypt for help. Stop calling him. Stop stalking her. Stop stalking her Facebook page and all Instagram and all her social medias. Let them go. And you go into 2022 in peace. Don't let nothing disturb your peace. So until the next upload, I want y'all to go out there and I want y'all to have a blessed and wonderful day. And I want you to make up in your mind, I'm not going back to Egypt for help. I'm not going back to Egypt for anything. And I'm not going back. You got it, on purpose. Until the next upload, y'all have a blessed and wonderful day and have a wonderful day on purpose. Later, y'all.